Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Come On The Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time coming across the channel, if you could press that subscribe button, it helps the channel massively. Or even a thumbs up in the video. Folks, I'm currently dying at the moment with a chest infection. I'm in absolute bits, so hopefully it will be gone for the weekend so I can actually have a few scoops for the match. Massive match on Sunday, as we all know, 12 o'clock kickoff against Rangers at Ibrox. We now know the referee. Willie Collum's going to be the referee of the game. There's no point coming saying, oh, shock referee, he's corrupt. They're all corrupt at the end of the day. Scottish referees are an absolute joke. Given the full-time contracts, I mean, we see a change in their behaviour. But Joe Hart said some lovely comments about Celtic. He's basically saying on the Sniffs podcast, a couple of friends of his, saying that he's enjoying his time at Celtic. He's loving every moment of it. And he said the Old Firm derby was one of the best atmospheres he's ever felt in his life. He said it was nuts. Look, at Joe Hart has been one of the best signings of the decade for me. I think he's been unbelievable in the last 10 years. Obviously, had his spells at Torino, spells at West Ham, Burnley. He didn't get a look in at Spurs, but I think he's had to lifting his career back up, coming to Celtic, European performances, winning a bit of silverware, and he's been a leader at the back as well, especially with the defence in front of him. We're cleaning up the scrapes of last season, not conceding that much goals, a superior goal difference, and we got him from little to nothing from Spurs as well. So there's a man that's committed to the cause. He's been outstanding, probably the sign of the season to some people, and I think he's up there. Carter Vickers and himself is definitely up there, but we can't mess this up on Sunday, as we all know. Look, regardless what injuries they have, Morelos pending, Ramsey pending, it doesn't really matter who they put out. It's what we put out. And the good news is Callum McGregor wasn't used last night. Starfelt wasn't used for Sweden last night. Taylor wasn't used. Giakoumakis played a half an hour for Greece the other night. Etate played 46 minutes. Beaton withdraws from the Israeli team as well for the last fixture. So it's an injury boost in that aspect at the end of the day. Matt O'Reilly played for Denmark as well. Made his competitive debut for the under-21s Danish side. So I'm optimistic going in. I'm not too cocky. Some people are saying I'm a bit too cocky on the channel. Folks, it's a Celtic channel. I have to be optimistic. Yes, Rangers can score against us. Yes, they'll have the 12th man at Ibrox. I don't know if we're going to have fans there or if we will. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if Ange gets this over the line, these massive 3 points, people are saying this is the fixture of the season. There's a lot of football still to be played, but it puts us in the right direction if we get the points. Some people are saying they'll accept the draw. I done a poll on this, and some people said over 15% of people said they'll take the draw, which that's not bad. End of the day, if they drop points against us, they're still in Europe. They'll be just like, you know what, throw it in the bag. We might as well just go for Europe. And I think they have that mindset already. Yes, it's only 3 points for them at the moment, but if they were to beat us, even though by head of goal difference, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. It's going to be constantly checking their fixtures, who they're playing. If they're playing after us, which they're going to be in Europa League, they'll be playing on the Sunday, we'll be playing on the Saturday. But $1 million question is, will Kyogo be fit? I think we'll get a hint of that on Friday. Now, there will obviously be media leaks early in the morning on Friday saying that Ange said this in the press conference, he said that, and then Celtic's YouTube channel around 2 or 3 o'clock on the Friday, they'll put out the interview as well, and we'll see what Ange will have to say. I don't think he'll give too much away, and to be honest with you, as I've said this many times, don't start Kyogo at Ibrox. Yes, we should have been playing the middle in the last time we played them at Ibrox, but definitely not. Definitely not. And Giakoumakis is on form. Have him on the bench if you want to have him on the bench, but don't give too much away to the opposition who's starting, because it's going to be the same system. We just want to confuse them in the midfield who's going to be starting. If it's going to be Tommy Rogic, if he's back from injury, if it's going to be Rio Etate, if it's going to be a case of David Turnbull's going to start against Rangers. You know, the right wing, there's a lot of competition there. We could have Abada playing, you know, we could have Jamesy playing, could Karamoko on the left, could be Maeda, if he's fit and ready. So there will be injury updates that we need to find out on Friday that need to be addressed. If Tommy's ready, if Maeda's ready, if Kyogo's ready. At the back we look quite solid. You know, more likely he will go Jovanovic right back. and the case of Taylor left back. And as I said, Taylor was rested. He did play against Poland at Hampden on Thursday night. So let's see. I'm optimistic about it. There's not much other Celtic content we can talk about. Regards to Christopher Scott, a player that I talked about on the channel yesterday, there's reports that Bayern Munich are looking to give him another 1 year deal so they can make a profit on him. They want to make about 200 to 300 grand by giving him a 1 year extension if we sign him in the summer. Ourselves and Brentford are in from at the moment. At the end of the day, early 20s, 13 games for the Bayern Munich second team, 2 appearances for the senior team, 6 goals, 3 appearances. We'll have to see what happens there. But the comments about Joe Hart, he's living it all up. At the end of the day, he's enjoying the fan base. He's enjoying these big moments. He's enjoying his first team football, which he's been not getting a lot for the last 3 to 4 years. And you know what? I'm starting to love him more than Big Fraser. So let's see what happens, folks. If you lift the title at the end of the season, maybe a treble, too early to say. Big Joe Hart will be in Celtic folklore, like some of these players that deserve it. We'll see what happens. I'm not getting ahead of myself, but it's a possibility. That's all I can say. So subscribe to the channel. Speak to us all soon. Hell.